Good morning and welcome to the 7th and final day of a week on Taco Bell. I'm hungry. Not had any breakfast. Gonna go and get the final lunch of the week. Very excited because I've been building up to this one for a while. Time to get some lunch. One quick visit to Taco Bell later and I have my lunch. I said I was going to get them and I only went and bloody got them. So far, whenever I've had chicken strips this week from Taco Bell, they have been delicious, whether it be in something else or whatever. But now I'm going to have it as the starring show. And it comes with, I nearly pulled the bloody lid off, some cheese sauce. A very measly it's not even sauce anymore. Measly half pot portion of cheese sauce. So let us get our chicken strip. Let us get our cheese sauce. Let us do some dipping. Oh, I'm so hopeful that this is going to be great. I'll tell you what. They are the nicest fast food chicken strips you can get. There's a real kick of spice in there. I don't know if that's the cheese, possibly. But the chicken itself is moist, is crispy. The coating is lovely and salty and spicy. Easily the nicest fast food chicken strips you can get. Very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. I also have a side of fries. We know they're good. Very happy with those. I also, on the side, have got something new that I haven't had so far yet this week. Well, I've tried to have a variation of it, but I ordered wrong and ended up ordering right in the meantime. But I have got a spicy mini burrito. I believe that's what it's called. A spicy chicken baby burrito to be precise. So it's quite babyish. Certainly not as big as the other beefier burritos we've had this week, but let's give it a try. I feel like there's a lot of wrap though, certainly at the end. Like, are they just taken a regular size wrap and put less in it? In which case it's going to be very bready. Incredibly bready. You see how much bloody wrap is at the end? Whoa! Okay, the actual shit inside is lovely and it is spicy. Oh, that's a grower. And there's lots of sour cream in there, but there's just too much bread. Definitely at the end. Like, I bet at this end as well, it's a similar story. Oh, it's not as bad as at that end. I've judged it too harshly. However, at that end, it is far, far too bready. But the filling is banging, and there's some nice spicy jalapenos in there as well. I find jalapenos either incredibly spicy or mild as hell, and these are on the incredibly spicy side of the scale. So yeah, they're really good. So I'm gonna go and very much enjoy myself. Damn it, get it in there.
Got to admit, a little while's passed now. Still thinking about those chicken strips. One of the highlights of the week, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And when I started this week on, I did not expect to be finishing it saying that chicken strips, one of the nicest things that I ate, but it needs to be reminded that that does not mean that the rest of the stuff I've had this week hasn't actually been lovely, because it has. So yes, this has been a great week for me. I've been very happy. But let us just, on the final day of this week on, talk about that uncomfortable subject. Let's distract ourselves. We don't want to talk about this. So we need to talk about poos, because it's been a continuing trend this week that what has been coming out of my body is equal to, if not greater than, the mass that has been going into it. In other words, I've been shitting loads. I mean, yes, I have been also eating loads, but it does definitely feel like the weight of what has been coming out is greater than that which I've eaten. So, but it's been solid. TMI. Is that TMI? Maybe. Any poo talk is TMI, especially here on YouTube. But that is what you need to focus on during a week on, isn't it? How does it make me feel? What does it do to my body? It's just all a part of it. And in this instance, it has made my body poo. It's not been unpleasant. I mean, it feels good to get a good old flushing through. It's not been the the diarrhea that is so stereotypically associated with Taco Bell. It's just been pretty good. It's been very satisfying all round, really. Right, I'm going to get on with a little bit more work. Then I'm going to think about how I'm going to end the week. What is going to be the Last Supper? And what has been a week on truly to make my tummy very happy. And my bowels. Here he is, the final shot of the pussycat of the week. Oh, he's not interested in being in it. Because I do feel the obligation to put Basil in these Recon episodes, even though it's not nearly anything about him. Oh, who am I kidding, of course. It's all about him after all. A spoilt cat lives here, Basil. Don't you all know he was a television star, for goodness sake? Leave me alone. Here it is, folks. The last Taco Bell meal of my week on. Sad times. Sad times. I've had a cracking week. So, I've got myself a nice Lipton peach iced tea, which is deliciously refreshing. I always thought iced tea would taste a bit too like tea for me. It doesn't. So I'm happy. Right, what have we got? In this here, the final bag of delights in this week on. Right, I have, if I can grab the bloody thing, some chips. Because of course I do. Of course I have some chips. And of course they're lovely. Oh, it could be hotter though, but they've travelled. They've travelled with me. Oh, there's a lot of grease on this bag. What could be in here? We have, as part of my final meal, I actually went for a, spoiler alert for what's to come, a volcano burrito box meal. And as part of that, we have this kind of sad looking beef taco. So, oh, is it beef? I think it's beef. It's beef. It's beef, lads. Relax. Look at that. Look at that beef. It's so good, their beef. Oh, it's nice. And that cheese is almost coagulated. Is that a word? Don't know. It's not an appealing word, but it's appealing cheese. Praise the taco god. What have we got here? My pudding. Right. So, you know this is coming because I've already referenced it. I've already had one this week, but I wanted to end my final meal with one of the nicest things that I've had in the week. And it's actually, is this smaller than the one I had before? It feels smaller. So I feel somewhat sad. But I do know it's going to taste good because it smells good. We have a volcano burrito. It's going to be spicy, it's going to be beefy, it's going to be cheesy, it's going to be yummy. Oh. So where the mini burrito this lunchtime kind of went wrong was at one end it was all wrap. You can see there's quite a lot of wrap at this end as well. However, surrounding it is also lovely cheese, lovely beef, lovely rice. It's incredibly cheesy, in fact. There's a big spicy hit to it. So while it's bready, it's got the rest in there to make it delish. Oh my god, that was good. Cheers. So, I will try it for the sake of having it, and then I will eat the rest of this deliciousness. But we're going to also
have, just to end the week, a couple of churros with some caramel sauce. Again, I've had these. My hands are so greasy, I cannot get them. Okay, hang on, friend. Well, I've got caramel all over my pen, marvellous. But I'm in there, so you've got to be thrifty in situations like that. Wrong word. So let's try a bit of caramel sauce on a nice churro. They don't travel well at all because it's quite chewy. So I've caramelised my pen, and I should have just been patient and not. It fucking tastes delicious though. This is all so nice. It's a great way to end the week. It's a great final meal. I'm not dying, but I won't be having Taco Bell for a while. I feel my bowels will thank me for that. It's all so good. I am sad. I'm genuinely sad this is coming to an end. Ooh, a bit of caramel there. Look at the cheese sauce oozing. Oozing. Oozing out my bloody mouth. Right. Before I make an absolute shambles of myself. I'm going to finish this private because I'm making a spectacle of everything. But I think I've chosen wisely for my final meal. Gracie also joined me. So she's having some of those nachos for two. And I'm very jealous. Although I shouldn't be because it's all lovely. Like basically she's having what I'm having presented in a slightly different format. Which is basically what the entirety of the Taco Bell menu is. It's just the same like core ingredients. Slightly differently presented and arranged. But all tastes banging. Oh god, I went back further than I expected. Right, bloody IKEA furniture. Right, there we go. That was day 7 of a week on Taco Bell. And how do I feel after this momentous week of fast food Mexican? Well, after the final day, I feel pretty bloody good. I've got to be honest. So, finally had those chicken strips as a dedicated item. You can't get them as a meal, annoyingly, so I had to get a couple of bits on the side separate. Not a problem, just would have been a slightly cheaper meal deal had I actually got the whole thing. Didn't come with a drink either, but c'est la vie. The actual chicken strips are incredible, and paired with that cheese sauce, so nice. So nice. To the point where next time I go to Taco Bell, when I'm not doing a week on, I'm going to be getting those bad boys. Will it be the star of the show? Will it be a crispy chicken burrito? Don't know, but they're going to feature somehow, so I'm very happy that I've discovered those this week. My dinner then was my Volcano box meal, a great swan song for the week on. So the actual burrito itself, delicious, tons of flavour, nice and spicy, very good. Then the crispy taco. Those tacos don't travel well, which doesn't make for necessarily a fair review as part of the week on. But if you're just going to chow down right there in Taco Bell, cracking stuff. But it doesn't make for great content when I can't really talk because the music's blasting. People are staring, so I'm self-conscious. So I'm just not going to film within the Taco Bell itself. It's quite busy, you see. It's quite busy. And then, yes, what else was in there? Those chips. It's good chips. I like chips. And the churros, which, again, I don't know whether they're just travel iffy, but they taste great. Just the texture's a bit weird. So not a huge fan of the texture. But, yeah, flavour's there. Can't complain about the flavour. Should have those crisps again. Oh, they were nice. That was like day 1, wasn't it? Oh, maybe next time. And there will be a next time, but I shall get to that at the final conclusion for the week. But for now, day 7 is a wrap. So I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to be very happy, very full of cheese and beef and
wraps and all that good stuff, because there's been a lot of bread this week. But we'll do that tomorrow after I've gone to bed and then woken up and we've done the weigh-in to see how much I have gained or lost during the past 7 days. So let's cut to that.
Right, 7 days, 14 Taco Bell meals later. What do we weigh? Started at just over 14 stone, and that is about 1.5 pounds, which isn't too bad. Considering what I've eaten this week. I shall take that.
And there we go. 1 week of eating nothing but food from Taco Bell. Complete. And how do I feel? Well, feel a little shitty from the weight gain. It was probably to be expected. I know I wasn't counting calories this week, which is probably my downfall in a way. I should have probably been watching what was going into my body, but I wanted to have fun this week, basically. And oh boy, didn't I just. So, basically enjoyed 99% of everything, and the 1% that I didn't was kind of because it's just maybe not my preference. Like the grilled chicken stuff from Taco Bell is not for me. But again, I'm saying that the chicken quesadilla that I had was dynamite. One of the nicest items overall from the week. So speaking of nicest items, I mean, it goes without saying that anything with beef was delicious. That beef tastes the same regardless of which food item or context it is used in, but it's just so nice and mushy and meaty and spicy and yummy. And then there was the chicken strips, which again took me by complete surprise. Did not expect to enjoy those as much as I did. The chips are nice when they're hot. The nachos are nice when they're crispy. Basically, it's all really, really nice. There's the odd, very odd little thing, like the small burritos have too much wrap in them. The weird cheesy roll-up thing is just a bit odd, and congealed cheesiness just could do with a bit more to it. But, it is what it is. I enjoyed it on the most part. Overall, did my body still yet to be decided, aside from the weight gain. The poops were great in number and in volume. Gross, I'm sorry. It has to be mentioned though. If I'm doing a week on, I have to talk about how it affects me overall, and that is one of the effects. It's a lot of poo. A lot of poo. But there we go. That was a week on Taco Bell. It's been one I've wanting to do for a very long time, and is it one that I'm happy having done now that it's completed? Absolutely yes. I very much enjoyed eating nothing but Taco Bell for a week. Would I do it again? Yes, but let's give it a little while for my body to acclimatise, and I need to have lots of vegetables other than lettuce and beans to ensure that I don't get any maritime diseases. But there we go. That was the week that was. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you would like to see more videos like this, please do consider supporting the show on Patreon or becoming a member here on YouTube. You get to see all the videos early before they hit the channel to the GP, and it helps to support the show and means I can do stupid weeks like this where I eat nothing but Mexican fast food and have a great time. Or you could just subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media. All the links are in the description. It all helps and makes me very happy. Thank you very much, and I shall see you next time when I'm going to have to find something that makes me miserable, I assume. I wonder what that could be.